Very good evening, everyone, all students and parents who have taken out time to join us today for this webinar. We really appreciate that you have taken out time for us. And we appreciate time by Ms. Laiba Obed, the Regional Manager for University of Debrecen, to give us time today to discuss about the university, discuss about the programs. So let me first quickly introduce us. We are UniED Ventures, global consultants based in the UAE. And we do help students throughout the Gulf region as well, in Oman, Bahrain, Qatar, Saudi, and other parts of the Gulf. So feel free to get in touch with us with any of your queries regarding study abroad admission. So just to let you know, we specialize in medicine admissions for UK and Europe, but we do take care of other programs as well in the non-medicine field. We help you with applications, documentation, any kind of assistance required for test prep examinations like UCAT, IELTS, GMAT, any kind of entrance exam preparation for the universities. We guide you, assist you with the materials. Also, apart from that, we further help you with university process in terms of visa applying applications, in terms of accommodations, and any post pre-departure facilities. So we make sure we help our students end to end, and we are the one-stop solution for your university admissions. And sorry, I really request you to mute yourself. We will definitely get to the question and answers towards the end. So yes, I was talking about, hello, can you hear me, Laiba?
Yes, we can hear you.
Sure. So as I was discussing, we will help you with your overall profile. We will help you with your overall applications. Please feel free to drop in your questions after this webinar. We will have a 10 minutes Q&A. So if you, in case you have any questions, even now you can start putting your questions. So we'll try to answer them back end. And I'm very sure during the webinar, a lot of your questions will be answered. So let me quickly again introduce Ms. Laiba Obed to you. Laiba is one of the very helpful persons I know. She is the regional manager for University of Debrecen, and she is definitely doing an amazing job in helping all agents across towards students getting into the university. So University of Debrecen does not need any introduction. It is one of the most highly accredited and recognized university throughout the world, and it is one of the oldest medicine faculties in Europe. It has got #1 position in QS World Ranking as #1 university in Hungary, and the world ranking is 500 in the QS World Ranking. Moreover, the medicine program of University of Debrecen is accredited throughout the world when it comes to accreditations like WHO, FMG. Sorry, please, I would request you to keep yourself on mute. So when it comes to accreditations throughout the world with GMC, DHA, WHO, the university degree is approved and accredited throughout the world, also offering eligibility for USMLE pathway for US and other countries, UK, UAE, and all other parts of the world. So today we will be discussing about University of Debrecen's programs, specifically focused for medicine. However, yes, we will also discuss about non-med programs. And if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat box. We will make sure to get back to you towards the end of the webinar. Thank you so much. Now I will hand over the webinar to Laiba to further take over and guide us and take us through the university and help our students and parents to decide why they should choose University of Debrecen when there are so many other options in the world for medicine and other programs. So why it should be University of Debrecen. Laiba, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sina, for the amazing introduction, and thank you very much for organizing this webinar and giving us the platform to introduce the university to prospective students. In the last intake, you have been an amazing partner of University of Debrecen, and finally your students have already reached the university, and we will be seeing glimpses of these students towards the end of the webinar and hear from them what they have to say about their experience with UniED Ventures and then eventually on campus. However, we're going to start the webinar. I hope that in this 1 hour that you are here with us, most of your questions are going to get answered. However, if you have any other questions afterwards, I will give you a couple of more seconds to scan the QR code so that you are registered, so that UniED Ventures team can contact you for any other questions. Throughout the session, at the end of the session, you would also see the contact details of Ms. Sina, so that you can reach out to her on WhatsApp and email. And with that, let's start our webinar. Now, before I get into the details of the university itself, I will take a couple of minutes to introduce Hungary and then the city in which the University of Debrecen is located to you, so that you can have a little bit of an idea about the location of the university and you can compare it with other study abroad locations. So, starting with Hungary. Hungary is a country in Central Europe. It is a member of European Union and also the part of Schengen zone. So this means that when the students are getting into the university, getting their visa, this is a Schengen visa. And in the whole process, our partners will be assisting you. Population-wise, Hungary is not an overcrowded overcrowded country. The population in the whole country is around 10 million people who are living on the area of 93,000 kilometers square. Capital of the country is Budapest, and in terms of peace and law and order situation, Hungary has been in the top 20 countries in the world in Global Peace Index in the last many years. So safe to say that it is a very safe country, very safe to send your kids abroad, especially for the kids who are born and raised in the UAE. I understand that this is a huge concern for the parents when they're sending their kids abroad. They are young and safety is a huge concern. So Hungary offers a very safe and peaceful environment to the international students. And it is also in the top 5 strongest passport. Now, getting a bit specific, if we talk about the city in which the university is located, the city of Debrecen. Debrecen city is the second largest city of Hungary, second to the capital city, Budapest. And it's not that far away from the capital either. The distance between the two cities is only 230 kilometers, which is 2.5-hour drive. Again, this is not an overcrowded city. The population is around 200,000 people. And in the last 4 to 5 years, a lot of industrial investments have been coming into the city of Debrecen. It is no longer a small town. It is now becoming a big metropolitan city. And because of that, now Debrecen is among the top 30 cities in European Union with more than 1,500 hectares of industrial park land. So this was a little bit about Hungary and Debrecen as a study abroad destination. And with that, now we are going to specifically talk about the university. So right now, the building you're seeing on screen is the main campus of University of Debrecen. A little bit about the history of the institute. University of Debrecen has a legacy of around 5 centuries. In 1538, it was founded as a reformed college, which was then upgraded to university level in 1912. This is a public university, which makes it the largest government-supported university in Hungary. We have 8 campuses and 13 faculties are operating on these 8 campuses. Right now, we have more than 30,000 students who are studying at university, and out of these, more than 7,600 are international students. So this means that around 25% of the student body on campus is of international students, and this group of international students is also quite diverse. We have students from more than 140 different nationalities studying on campus. In terms of academic staff, we have more than 1,500 academic staff members, which makes the student to academic staff ratio 20:1. Now let's talk about the rankings. We briefly touched upon the rankings in the introduction, but here are the exact rankings of university. In the QS World University ranking, University of Debrecen is in the top 600 universities. In QS rankings, University of Debrecen is in the top 10 universities in Eastern Europe. The rankings of 2025 are out. These, unfortunately, in the slide, it is outdated ranking. In 2025, the QS World University ranking ranks University of Debrecen as number 1 in Hungary. So in 2025, QS World University Ranking, University of Debrecen ranks at number 1 in Hungary, and the QS Sustainability Rankings puts University of Debrecen at 313. Not only that, apart from the rankings, we have multiple different facilities that are available on campus for the students. We have one of the biggest libraries in Hungary on campus at University of Debrecen, and any document that is published in Hungary is available in this library, along with the translations of many different books. We have advanced laboratories available on campus, sports facilities, dormitories, cafeterias and restaurants, and other student support services like mental health. The student support services for international students are also available on campus. Accreditation. Let's talk about accreditation. This is a very important topic, rightfully so. So all the programs that we offer at University of Debrecen are accredited by Hungarian Accreditation Board, and Hungarian Accreditation Board is part of the European Accreditation Board, which means that all of these programs are recognized in all over Europe. We also have specific program-wise accreditations. So, for example, our medicine programs are accredited by WHO. They are accredited by State Education Department of New York, Medical Board of California, Pakistan Medical Council, General Medical Council of the UK, Israel, Ireland, Iran, Norway, Jordan, Oman, many other different countries, which are not mentioned here. So, safe to say that these programs are globally recognized. Next, I'm going to talk about the programs that we offer at University of Debrecen, and our main focus would be the medical and health sciences programs of university. However, at the end, we will briefly touch on the non-medical programs. So, for our medical programs, we offer foundation courses, direct bachelor's programs, and the master's programs. So, starting with the foundation courses, the title that we use for our foundation course is Basic Medicine Course, in short, BMC. We have two types of BMC programs. BMC 1 program is a 2-semester long program which starts in September. So right now, if you are interested, you can apply for BMC 1 program for September 2026. And then we have BMC 2 program which starts in January, so January of 2026, and this is only a 1 intensive semester long program. This means that you can start your program on campus in January 2026 and then go ahead with your medicine program in September 2026. An interesting thing about these foundation programs, if you successfully qualify and complete the BMC program, you do not have to do another entrance exam to start your medicine program at University of Debrecen. And the main subjects that are covered in this program are biology, chemistry, and physics. So these are the two foundation programs that we offer at University of Debrecen for the students who are interested in the medical and health sciences field. Now, apart from that, we offer the medicine program, dentistry program, pharmacy. We have health sciences programs as well, in which we have the nursing program, physiotherapy, and public health. And we also offer the master's level program. If we have anyone who would be interested in master's level, do write it down in the chat box so that we can address your question. Now, for the non-medical programs, we have the foundation and direct bachelor's programs in non-medical as well, and we offer programs in the fields of engineering, business, IT. For IT, we have a 100% employability rate. We offer agriculture program, humanities, as well as the natural sciences programs. So again, if you are interested in any of the non-medical programs, do let us know in the chat box so that we can assist you accordingly. Now, just to give you an idea of the range of the tuition fee, and I would mostly focus on the bachelor's students and the medical and health sciences students. So, for our non-medical bachelor's programs, the range of the tuition fee is 6,000 to 10,000 USD per year. Then we have the BMC1 program and BMC2 program, which are the two foundation programs for medicine and health sciences. Both of these programs are offered for 7,500 USD. The tuition fee for our medicine program is 16,900 USD, and for dentistry it is 17,500 USD per year. And for our other health sciences programs, it ranges between 5,500 to 8,500 USD per year. This is the tuition fee. Apart from the tuition fee, we also have additional charges of 150 USD application fee and the entrance procedure charges of 350 USD. So this is the overview of the tuition fee range. Now, there are scholarship options which will be open for University of Debrecen in the coming months. So just to give you an overview, to look out for a couple of scholarships. Almost each year we offer the UD International Scholarship Program, which is available for our students. Even if you have started your application right now, which we would suggest that you start applying for the university, later on when the scholarship is open, you can just send a request and you would still be considered for the scholarship. For medicine and dentistry program, the scholarship of up to 30% is possible, and for the other programs, a scholarship of up to 90% is possible. Not only that, the students also get medical insurance. So this scholarship depends on the academic background of the students, so your grades in your high school and your performance in the university's own entrance exam and interview. So this is the first scholarship, UD International Scholarship Program. You can reach out to UniED Ventures once again in February or March to see whether this scholarship is open or not. However, I would suggest that for the application, if you're considering University of Debrecen, regardless of the discount, start your application right now. Then we have the scholarship, which is fully funded and offered by the Hungarian government, which is the Stipendium Hungaricum Scholarship Program. Not only is the scholarship fully funded, students also get monthly stipend, they get contribution in their accommodation, and again, the medical insurance is covered. And this scholarship application will be open from November 15th till January 15th. So again, same for this scholarship. If you are seriously considering University of Debrecen, start the application right now, and in November you can start a separate application for the Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship. Apart from these two, we have the academic performance-based scholarship, which offers a tuition fee reduction of up to 20% in the second year of university because it depends on the academic performance in the first year. Sibling discount is also an option for the students. University also assists the student in Erasmus Plus program. And lastly, another fully funded scholarship program is the scholarship program for Christian young people, specifically for the Christian students, and this opens each year between October till January. And now we're going to discuss the admission requirements. Now, this is the list of all the documents. We had a question like that in the chat box earlier, that which documents would be required during the application process. So you can take a screenshot of that, or Ms. Sina can send you the list of the documents later on if you request her. There are a couple of things required throughout the whole application process: the application form, passport copy of the applicant, high school leaving certificates and transcripts, short CV if it is available, English proficiency certificate if it is available. Again, English proficiency certificate is not mandatory. So even if you are a student without any IELTS or PTE or any other test, you are still eligible to apply for University of Debrecen. Medical certificate of general health status, this is also not required initially. It will be required later down the road before you go to university. Now, to start the application process, you don't need to submit all of these documents. What documents do you need to just begin the application process? This will be explained in the admission procedure. Step by step, I'm going to explain the whole admission process to you, but obviously later on, if you have any questions, we will address them in the Q&A session, or you can get a one-on-one session with UniED Ventures. So, step 1 is the document-based initial assessment. In this step, we only need the academic documents and the passport copy of the applicants. In case, which would be the case for a lot of you, you do not have your last year's mark sheet, you can submit your documents of grade 10 and 11 and get your eligibility checked. Later on, before the entrance exam, you can submit your grade 12 predicted scores or the term 1 scores. So initially, send your passport copy and the academic documents to UniED Ventures so that they can get your eligibility checked. If you are eligible to apply, then you will proceed to the next step, which is the payment of the initial fee. Now, right now, since you would be applying earlier on, what you can do is pay 150 USD application fee right now, and 350 USD application fee can be paid later on in December, right before the entrance exam. So you can start your application right now with 150 USD application fee, and in December you can pay the 350 USD later on before the entrance exam. Now, when you pay the application fee, you will also receive an application form. You will fill the application form and submit all the documents that I have mentioned in my last slide. And with that, you will be registered for the university's entrance exam. Now, the university's entrance exam for the medical program is conducted in person in Dubai. And this exam is conducted in 2 subjects. Biology will be a compulsory subject, and it is the student's choice to choose between chemistry or physics. On the same day, after this slide, I'm going to share the dates of the exam with you as well. However, how the exam day goes is that firstly, the students do the written part of the exam, which is 40 minutes per subject. Then the students wait for their turn for the entrance interview, and in the entrance interview, 3 things are assessed. Academic knowledge, which would be the main part of the interview. And apart from that, our professors also see the English communication skills of the student as well as their motivation level. Now, entrance exam for medical and health sciences students who are based in UAE will be conducted in person. However, if we have anyone who is based outside of UAE, you will have the entrance exam completely online. Another thing about the entrance exam, for 2 of our subjects, physiotherapy and public health, we will not take a written exam, only an entrance interview will be conducted. Now, after the entrance exam, you will get your letter of acceptance. However, there are a couple of things that you can get assistance with, which is the sample test and exam topic list, exam preparation classes, and the mock tests. For that, you can get in contact with Ms. Sina Qureshi, who will be guiding you about when to apply to university in order to avail these details, these exam preparation classes and the mock tests. Letter of acceptance is issued on the basis of the exam performance. We are going to consider the overall exam performance, both the written part and the oral part or the interview. Based on that, the students get the acceptance letter. They either get into foundation or they get into the direct program. So far, our acceptance rate in UAE has been amazing. We rarely see any rejections happening in the UAE and GCC region. But obviously, to request the sample test, just send a message to UniED Ventures and they will give you the sample test and the past papers of university exams. Once you have your acceptance letter, you go ahead with the payment of the tuition fee and you will get assistance in the visa process. Now, a couple of things. Our next entrance exam for the students who are applying for the BMC2 program for the January 2026, for the UAE-based students who will do the entrance exam in person, the exam date is November 22, 2025. And the deadline to register for the exam is strictly November 1st, 2025. For the students who are applying for the September 2026 intake, the exam is on January 24, 2026, and the deadline to register for this exam is 2nd January 2026. All right, and here I have shared some of the pictures from our last exam. We had many students from UniED Ventures who participated in the exam and got their acceptance letters. This exam was conducted in Dubai, the in-person exam. This is how the students do the written part, then they wait for their turn in the interview, and on the same day for these students, they receive their letter of acceptance. Now, before I share some more pictures of the students who applied through UniED Ventures and got their acceptance letters, there are a couple of things that I would like to talk about because these are the questions that we often receive from the parents. Post-study work opportunities. So yes, the students will be able to get a post-study work visa of 9 months after they have completed their bachelor's degree. So this is the first question. Second one, licensing exam. So licensing exam will be done once they have completed their internship in the last year of university, and the university helps prepare the student for the licensing exam. With that, they will have the license to practice in Hungary, and also with the degree of University of Debrecen, you do not need to take any other qualifying exam in Europe. You just need to learn the local language, and directly without any qualifying exam, you can practice in any other EU country. USMLE success rate. Now, a lot of our students, they apply for the USMLE exam after completing university. For that, firstly, we do assist the students in the preparation of the USMLE. On campus, we have the USMLE Kaplan course. Overall, success rate of our students in the USMLE exam is 99%. However, in the first attempt of USMLE Step 1 and Step 2, our students' success rate is more than 90%. So that's for the students who want to eventually go to the US. If you are interested in going to the UK, PLAB or the UKMLE so far in practice is not a requirement. However, the policies in UK are changing, so we cannot give you a guarantee what things would be in the future. However, so far up till now, our students are directly registering in UK as well, and a PLAB exam or UKMLE is not a requirement. Hungarian crash course. Now, Hungarian crash course is a 2 weeks long crash course for the students who are starting their program of medicine, dentistry, or pharmacy. This crash course is mandatory to take, and the reason is that university prepares the student from the very get-go for their rotations in hospital as well as their final year, which would be completely the internship. So before they start the program, they give a basic Hungarian language training to the students, which is called Hungarian Crash Course. This is just a 2-week long program before the students start their medicine program. So right now, a lot of the students from UniED Ventures are already at the university and taking the Hungarian crash course, so that very shortly, in a couple of days, they can start their direct medicine program. Lastly, accreditation in India. So when Medical Council of India was there, our program was accredited by that. It was part of the list. However, now that we have NMC working in India, NMC doesn't have a list of accredited universities. It only has a few terms and conditions that the program should follow in order to be recognized in India, and our program is following all of those terms and conditions. So this was a couple of things that we wanted to add. Now, here is the picture of one of the students who participated in the university's entrance exam and got his acceptance letter. You can also see their testimonials here. However, I would like to share the testimonial of Farah separately, as well, as we were able to get her thoughts when she appeared for the entrance exam. So I would like to share the video of Farah of when she applied to university with UniED Ventures. Let me know, Sina, if you were able to listen to the video.
Sure.
I'm Faria, and I'd like to talk about my experience in today's.
Yes, if you can repeat it, would be better.
Yeah.
I'm Faria, and I'd like to talk about my experience in today's entrance exam. At first, I was so overwhelmed, I was so anxious, I thought I couldn't make it. But finally, after coming to the venue, seeing the environment, meeting the staff members and my professors who were so friendly and so welcoming, I was finally calm. Hence, anyone who's looking to join or enroll in any university in Hungary, I would highly recommend Debrecen, University of Debrecen, for a smooth process.
So this was Faria. She also applied to University of Debrecen with the assistance of UniED Ventures. Now, some of the students from UniED Ventures have already reached the university. These are the pictures of these students. They are taking their orientations. Soon they will be taking classes as well. Now, just to give you an idea, we have talked a lot about the academics in the university. Just to give you an idea how student life in the university can be, there are some exciting parts of university life as well. Overall, the whole city is mainly focused on academics and there are no distractions, which is amazing for the parents. However, there are days at university where the university takes care of the extracurricular activities. So now I would like to share. There we go. So as you saw that even though the focus in the city and in the university is academics, there will be the extracurricular activities on campus. As I mentioned briefly in my slides, we have the sports facilities and things like that also available. So students hopefully will have an amazing time at university. This was it from our side. For the webinar and the presentation. Right now you are seeing the contact details of UniED Ventures, so please take a screenshot and or just scan the QR code so that you can reach out to UniED Ventures for any one-on-one sessions. And with that, Sina, I would like your assistance in answering the questions. So if you can just read out some of the questions that we have in the chat box so that I can address them one by one.
Surely, Laiba. Thank you so much, Laiba, for giving us this valuable information. I'm sure this information was very much enough for our students and parents about all the questions that they have in their mind for the admissions this year for the 2026 intake. So thank you very, very much, Laiba. I'm sure it has been really tiring for you to give all the information in this short span of time, but we really appreciate it. So yes, we do have a lot of questions. I'm really overwhelmed with the response of the students and parents in the chat box. So they have a lot of questions. I've tried my best in answering some of the questions that I was familiar about. But however, we do have some more questions, which I'll read out to you. Also, just before I do that, I would really request students and parents to kindly scan the registration details, which is the QR code here. And you can input your details so that we can get in touch with you and arrange a one-to-one session with you in order to check your eligibility with the university, in order to guide you, assist, and guide you further with the application process, what is required for the entrance exam, because I see a lot of questions here asking about the eligibility, about what are the topics of entrance exam, and a lot of other questions. So we can one-on-one also give you all such information. So kindly scan the QR code for the registration details, and we will definitely arrange a one-to-one call with you and give you all the information. But meanwhile, definitely we'll try to answer as many questions we can. We have around 10-15 minutes time for this webinar. So let's answer. I would really request you all to stay on mute, and we will answer the questions in the chat box, because that would be easy for everyone to understand, because we have a lot of parents and students who have joined us today. And I really thank everyone for taking out your time to join us. So let me quickly take some questions, and I'm sure there might be certain questions in everyone's mind similar. So I'll go from the down, Laiba. What are the requirements for American curriculum? So Laiba, a lot of students are asking about A-levels requirement, how many A-levels are required for American curriculum, what is required. So if you can just emphasize in brief about the requirements would be helpful for medicine specifically first, and then you can talk about non-med programs as well.
See, for University of Debrecen, for the medical school, we are mainly looking at the performance in our own entrance exam and interview, which is why the performance in the previous years does not really matter. We are only looking at a pass in high school. So if the student has no failed subjects in high school, they are welcome to sit for our entrance exam. Rest depends on the performance in the entrance exam. However, as a formality, you still have to share your documents with the university for an initial eligibility check. But if I have to just summarize our requirement for medicine students for University of Debrecen, it is just that you have to pass your high school and then pass our entrance exam. However, the requirements for non-medical can be a little bit more different. Overall, across curriculum, your grading scale might be different, but if you have a 65 to 70% in your high school, most likely you will be eligible for our non-medical programs as well. Yes, Sina.
Sure. Thank you, Laiba. Laiba, one question is from Mary. How can we prepare for this entrance exam for medicine, which is like they have to give bio or either physics or chemistry? So how can they prepare?
Yes, very good question. For that, first of all, reach out to UniED Ventures to immediately get the sample tests and the past papers of university. Secondly, probably by mid-November, we will be offering exam preparation classes for the students. So for that, for the exact details, we will be sending them to our partners, and UniED Ventures will be updated about this as well. So stay in touch with Sina Qureshi so that she can send you a notification when the classes are starting. For that, we would highly emphasize that to stay updated, you start your application right now, pay the 150 USD application fee so that UniED Venture can easily notify you when these classes are offered, and you will be registered for these classes as well. Apart from that, if you don't want to commit for the whole session of the classes, you can register only for the mock tests rather than appearing for the whole session of the classes.
Sure, Laiba, thank you very much. So students who are interested for medicine program or non-medicine program and they want some help and guidance for the entrance exam preparation, definitely we recommend you to start your application now, get onboarded with UniED Ventures, start your application for University of Debrecen. Furthermore, once we get the information about the class schedule from the university side, we will share it with you. And if you're interested, you can join these classes. Usually they are online classes of approximately 4 to 6 weeks, 1 hour session every day. So we will definitely share the schedule with you. Thank you, Laiba, for answering that question. That was indeed an important question. Laiba, also students have question, is there entrance exam for nursing or for other entrance programs as well, like engineering?
Yes, so these classes would be available for other programs as well. Depending on the program, the subject in the entrance exam can be a little different. For example, if I talk about the nursing program, the nursing exam will not be in two subjects, it will be in one subject, only biology. Depending on which engineering program you're applying for example, if you're going for mechatronics, it will be maths and physics. If you're going for a chemical engineering program, it will be maths and chemistry. So depending on your bachelor's program, the subject in the entrance exam would be different. However, how you are going to prepare for the exam stays the same. You can get the sample tests ahead of time, exam topics ahead of time, and then start your application so that you receive a notification about the exam preparation classes as well.
Sure, Laiba, thank you. Laiba, there is one question from Saifullah. Saifullah, I think you joined late. So after completion of medicine, is it practically possible for the students to clear USMLE and how much is the passing rate? So I believe Laiba already has cleared this during the presentation, but she would again brief you. And students who have joined us late, I would request you to watch this webinar. There will be a recorded version of this webinar on our website. Post this webinar, I will surely share the link of this recorded webinar with you. So just in case you have joined us late or you have missed the webinar or some of your students or some of your kids want to watch this webinar, please share the link with them. Yes, Laiba, please go ahead with the USMLE question.
Yes, so a lot of our students actually do appear for the USMLE exam. First of all, we have the USMLE Kaplan course available on campus for the students who might need some assistance in preparation of the USMLE exam. Overall success rate of our graduates for USMLE is 99%. However, in the step 1 and step 2 of USMLE, in first attempt, the success rate is more than 90%. So yes, this makes USMLE a very attractive option for our graduates. Also, there is one question that I saw in the chat box that is usually not asked by a lot of parents. However, it is very important, which is about the healthcare for the international students on campus. So when you pay the tuition fee of university, the medical insurance is covered under the tuition fee. So with your visa supporting letter, you will be receiving your medical insurance document. And we have the university doctor on campus. So if the students face any issue during their studies, they can go to the hospital at on campus and their medical insurance is covering most of the things there.
Sure. Thank you, Laiba. Yes, health insurance is being provided by the university once you get the visa letter. So that answers your question. Laiba, how many years of education some students want to know? Is it 12 years or do they need year 13? Because there are different curriculums. So usually CBSE needs 12, 10 plus 2. So please clarify.
Depending on the curriculum, again, if you are following a curriculum like CBSE or American curriculum, then yes, I would say 12 years of education. However, if you are following the British curriculum, you need your A levels. Whether you are applying for the foundation program, the BMC program, or you're applying for the direct medicine program, in both cases, you need your A levels. However, for the non-medical programs with AS, an admission is possible. We will be able to tell you about the very specific details if you connect with UniED Ventures. However, for the medical and health sciences, 2 A-level subjects are a must. Rest for the other curriculums, if you have grade 12, the final high school transcript, you can apply.
Sure, Laiba. Thank you so much. Laiba, there are many questions. I'm not sure if I'll be able to take up all the questions. So I would really request students to, directly contact us. And because details are there on the website, on the screen. So I would really appreciate if you can register with us on the registration detail part QR code. You can WhatsApp me and I'll make sure one-to-one I'll answer all your questions. And if I'm not sure about anything, I'll reach out to Laiba and get you the correct answer. So just in case I'm missing out on any question, I'm really sorry. We are short in time. We have 10 more minutes. We'll try to take as many questions as possible, but please do get in touch with us for the same. Okay, you can WhatsApp us, Mary, on this number, which is there on the screen. All right, I'll take few more questions here. There were some important questions that I felt. How much amount for the accommodation approximately?
All right, so we have accommodation on campus and there are multiple different options. We have the affordable ones as well as a bit more expensive options. But just to give you an idea about the accommodation options, we have, let's say, if a student is, three students are sharing one space, then that would be around 150 USD per month. For two students sharing, it can be around 350 to 400 USD per month, and for a single room, it can be 500 to 600 USD per month. So generally, our students, whether they are staying on campus or whether they are staying outside, they are able to manage the living expense, which includes the accommodation, in anywhere from 500 to 700 USD per month. That would be around, you can do the conversion, but that would be around 2000 dirhams, I believe.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much, Taiba, for giving information. What are the options to continue to practice medicine in Hungary after passing out from the university and continue with PG?
All right, so as of right now, we are not offering specialization programs at University of Debrecen after you have completed your medicine program. Would you be able to stay in Hungary? Technically, yes, because you will have the licensing exam done. You will have the license to practice in Hungary. However, reality is that most of our students are not staying in Hungary. This is something that we need to be honest about with you right now, that most of our students are not staying back in Hungary. And the reason is that the wages for the doctors in Hungary are not as attractive compared to some of the other European countries or the English-speaking countries, which is why the top destinations for our students after they complete the program at University of Debrecen are UK, US, and some of the other countries in Europe like Germany or Sweden.
All right, thank you, Laiba. So, Laiba, most of the students have also missed about the scholarships. Yes, there are scholarships, which is UD International Scholarship, up to 30% for students who perform extremely well in their entrance exam and interview with the university. And of course, their overall profile is considered. So, definitely, there are certain citizenships, nationalities which are eligible. Some students have asked, is India eligible? Yes, India is eligible for the UD International Scholarship. So in that case, we request you to start your application now so that we can guide you and nominate you for the scholarship. And once the scholarship starts, your file will be taken into consideration. Apart from that, there is Stipendium Hungarian Scholarship that Laiba has discussed about. And Laiba, is that also there are certain nationalities eligibility for stipendium, or is it applicable for everyone?
No, there are certain nationalities for stipendium as well. However, there are more than 90 nationalities that are eligible to apply for stipendium. Indian nationals, Pakistan nationals, Jordanian nationals, Egyptian nationals. So there are many different nationalities that are covered under stipendium as well.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Laiba, for giving that info.
Listen, I had a question on, the medical entrance exam, because when I contacted my students earlier, some of my students are in Debrecen already. Now, the medical entrance exam, I think one is in April and the other is in May. Is that correct?
No, it is different depending on each year. See, we are doing our medical admissions on a rolling basis where every couple of weeks we will have an entrance exam, and the first entrance exam date, as I mentioned, is 24th of January 2026.
Okay.
Now, this is something that you, all of you should keep in mind, is that maximum, even if you are delaying the admission process, maximum you need to start your application by February, because students who are appearing in the exams later on, they will appear in the exam. We will conduct the exam as usual. However, we run out of seats almost every intake, and the last few students are then only considered for the waiting list. We will not consider them for the direct medicine program. And this is not something that you will get a notification of at the time of applying. Since we are doing the admission on a rolling basis, if in the exams before your exam all of the students have reserved their seats, we will only then notify you that no longer the seats are no longer available. So to avoid this, it is always suggested to appear for an exam earlier, and when you get your letter of acceptance, reserve your seat right away.
But what if
So
we do the application? Suppose I fill in the application. The problem is CBSE students, they have their pre-boards in December and in Jan. So they get busy with pre-boards. Now, this year, CBSE board exams for grade 12 are in Feb. And it's crazy. You know, CBSE earlier it was March, now it's Feb. I don't know what CBSE is doing. So technically, it would be good if they appear for the entrance exam in Debrecen after the CBSE board exams. That is why I was asking, can we do it like in, because I was told that there is, we do the application now. Okay, we put in the application. But the entrance exam, can we do it like in April? Because they have NEET exam also. Indian students have to do NEET. Because there are some European countries, when I was finding out, that they look for NEET. You know, even a country like Georgia looks
this
for
is
NEET.
not the case for University of Debrecen.
Yeah, but
However,
we will do
again,
it as a backup. Yeah.
as I mentioned that we will have our exams on a rolling basis. So yes, you can wait for an exam after this one. However, in each of the exam, we get similar queries from a different curriculum. 1 month it would be CBSE, after that the American curriculum, after that the British curriculum. So the students, they face this issue in each of the exam, which is why we always have the exam date on a Saturday. It's up to you. You have the whole picture in front of us. Our suggestion would always be that you do not delay the application process, because at this point you will think that we have so much time available and we can appear in the next exam. However, when you suddenly get the notification that now, after you've paid the application fee and the exam charges and taken the classes and prepared for the exam, now suddenly there are no seats available, just be prepared for that situation if you are delaying the entrance exam of university. So
Yes.
yes, you can wait for the entrance exam, but is it suggested? No.
Yes, because this has happened before as well, Iba, that students have applied and they are waiting and they want to give entrance exam in April, May, but seats have already got full. So students and parents, this is my suggestion as well. If you're really interested in getting into University of Debrecen for medicine or any other program, please do not wait. Start your application, get the entrance exam done by January, and do the classes. Meanwhile, it is the biochem. It's not a very difficult exam, the same structure and curriculum that students are already studying in their A levels, in their grade 12. So it will not be very challenging for them if they are very much capable and have caliber to qualify the exam. However, please do not take it lightly as well. The entrance exam is quite competitive as well, because a lot of students apply from throughout the globe for the medicine program specifically. So if you're interested, please do start your application now and get enrolled with the January exam and get it done. Because if you wait till March or April, this has happened with our students this year, that the seats have got filled up and the notification have gone to them that in case they pass, they will be put in the waiting list, which is then very difficult. Then the top 10, 20 students from the waiting list get into the direct medicine. So not to get into that situation, it is advisable to start your application now. It's not early. It is the right time, we would say, to start your application and start preparing for the entrance exam. So thank you, Laiba, for giving information. So I'm really sorry, parents, students. I know there are a lot of questions. We are running very short in time, but we do have 5 minutes more. We can take 5 to 8 minutes more for answering few more questions here. So Laiba, we have some questions about the clinicals, when the clinicals start in the university. And Laiba, how many seats are there for international students for medicine? This would also be a good information for parents and students to know.
Yes, so for medicine, we have around 300 seats available for the international students, and around the same number of applications we receive only from the UAE. So that is why, again, you can imagine when we emphasize on the fact that the seats are gonna get filled earlier, we are taking applications from across the globe. So this is why, again, I would just repeat on the point that do not wait unless it is really important for you to wait. About your question, Sina, sorry again, can you repeat the question? I answered
The clinicals start in which year?
clinicals. So our rotations will start from the third year onwards in the clinics, and then the last year of our program is completely the internship. So the first 2 years would be theoretical. 3, 4, and 5, the students will have the rotation, and 6th year would be completely the internship.
Sure, thank you, Laiba. Let me check few more questions. One is regarding veterinary question that one student has. What are the entry requirement criteria for veterinary medicine and surgery for students coming from Indian curriculum?
We do not offer a veterinary program, Sina. We even for surgery, again, I would repeat that we have a medicine program and surgery is offered later on for PG, but only for the Hungarian students as of right now. Maybe by the time these students are graduating after 6 years, we will have the option of specializations for international students. However, as of right now, we are not offering that on campus. Also, I see another question that what is the meaning of pass for A-level students? So for A-level students, a pass means that no ungraded subject. If you have a grade other than you are welcome to sit for the entrance exam. However, for the students, I will emphasize that this does not mean that you take your high school education lightly, because performing well in your high school will help you perform well in our entrance exam as well.
Sure, thank you so much, Laiba. So, healthcare, we have already answered what is the healthcare like for international students. Okay, probably the students are asking about the safety and healthcare facilities in the campus. How is it like? Is it safe? And what about the international student community, food? How is everything? As far as my students and parents have given me a feedback who are there, they are extremely happy. They are extremely satisfied with the university. They say it's a very calm and peaceful city, very student oriented. There is no such issues of discrimination or anything. Everyone lives under one roof and everyone coordinates amongst each other. It's a very beautiful campus spread across and has all the facilities inside. There are dormitories, student hostels, and facilities for food and everything. I'm sure Laiba can more tell you about healthcare and safety. Laiba, please.
Yes, so just to repeat on the point that I mentioned earlier, that university will take care of the healthcare of the student. When you pay the tuition fee, your medical insurance is covered under that tuition fee. So when you receive the confirmation of tuition fee payment, you also receive your medical insurance document that you can claim when you later go to the university after showing your medical certificate. We have the university doctor's office on campus. So if you face any issues, any health issues during your time at university, you can go there anytime. Okay, about the safety, Hungary is in the top 20 safest countries in the world according to the Global Peace Index, and over the year you will see that it only fluctuates from 15th till, let's say, 17th place. It never goes down. So very safe. We have many students who are girls who are studying there at university. The first child of the student, parents are usually nervous sending their first children to a foreign country if they're not familiar with that. But so far, we have only received good reviews from the students and their parents. This is the time in which our partners and we are hearing about the students who are sharing their first impressions of the campus sometimes with us. So yeah, also one thing that I think is worth noting is that Hungary as overall is #1 as the student-friendly destination in the world. It is not any of the English-speaking countries, any other European country. In student-friendly operations, Hungary is considered #1, and also in student satisfaction, it is considered #1, which means that the students in this phase, when they're choosing multiple different universities and they chose Hungary, eventually when they reach the universities there and when they reach the campus, completed their studies, they were satisfied with their choice of study abroad destination.
Sure, thank you so much, Laiba. So I would also request students, the next steps, if you are confused about your eligibility, the details are on the screen. Please WhatsApp or email your documents so that we can check the eligibility. That will be the next step after this webinar, because that is something which we have to do before we start your application. So there are questions, if I have only AS levels, can I apply? Yes, you can start applications with your AS levels as well. So when you get your predicted grades, then we'll block your entrance exam. But for now, starting an application, if you have your 10th and 11th or your AS levels, please share it with me along with your passport copy. I will definitely check your eligibility, get back to you, and start your application. So there are, again, I'm telling, there are details on the screen. Kindly get in touch with us. We'll arrange a one-to-one session with you and guide you throughout the process, right from application till your visa support. We will help you with all the documents needed for visa. And so far, UniED Ventures has approximately 99% success rate for visas for our students. All students have got visas this year, and we are really proud about that. So a lot of our students this year have got into medicine program, and they're really happy starting it with Debrecen. So yes, if you're looking for an affordable option, a very good university with all the accreditations, please do consider University of Debrecen and do start your application. So I believe a lot of questions are already answered, which are there in the chat. Yet again, I would just quickly take again a review. There was one question about cadavers. Laiba, if you
Yes,
can
we have
tell.
cadavers, yes.
Yes, you have cadavers. So that was one of the questions that I was going through. Medium of language is English, so you don't need to worry about that. However, Laiba has mentioned Hungarian crash courses are also provided to students before they start their medicine program. About the nationality of scholarships, we would have to check that. So please let us know. We will check if it is there for you, if you are eligible for the scholarships or not.
Students, I would suggest that right after the webinar, what you can do is send your program of interest, passport copy, and the academic documents to the number that you're seeing on screen so that you can get quick eligibility checks. Usually, you will receive it within the first 24 hours of sharing your documents. So by tomorrow this time, you will have a confirmation whether you are eligible to apply to University of Debrecen or no. Then you can book further Q&A sessions. Obviously, UniED Ventures would be guiding you. So, but this is a way to speed up the whole process. Just send your academic documents and passport copy and the program of interest to UniED Ventures right away.
Yes, surely. And yes, for non-UAE students, they have questions if they can do an online entrance test. Yes, you can do an online entrance test if you are a non-UAE resident. So physical entrance exams will be only for the UAE residents who are living in the UAE. Preferably, it happens in Dubai. But we will let you know the location and details before the exam, of course. But for non-UAE students, like from Muscat, Oman, Saudi, there are online test dates, which we will definitely share with you once we start your application, and you can block one of them. So yes, we have already given you information about the entrance exams. Online test, how it works, Urba, we will tell you. Please get in touch with us. It is very much similar like the written tests, bio or either chemistry or physics, multiple choice questions mostly. Interview is also mostly academic. That is how it works. So if you want more information about the structure, class, what is taught, we will definitely share you sample papers. You can review them, go through them, practice them. That will give you a more idea about how the exams and sample papers. All right, so I believe it's already 6. So already we are like 10 minutes. We have taken more of your time, Laiba. Thank you once again. I really appreciate for your guidance. I hope parents and students, we were able to answer most of your question. We tried our best, but of course we couldn't answer all the questions because the chats got mixed up. So what I really suggest is please do get in touch with us. UniED Ventures is here to assist you through every step, and stay assured we'll make your journey as easy as possible, right from the application till you get your accommodation, until you get into the university. And we are very happy that parents and students from there itself are sending us pictures. They are very overwhelmed with our service. You can definitely check our reviews online and check our social media ads as well. And please follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook for further events. So we keep on doing such webinars with the universities globally, wherein we get the universities to talk about the university programs, and so that you can get all the necessary information and you can make the right choice for your child, because it is very important to know about the university where your child is going for. So definitely stay in touch with us, join us for our upcoming webinars, register with us so that we can get you the best of the updated information right from the university side. So thank you so much. Thank you, parents. It was really very nice for having you all with us here. Again, if you have any other questions, please do get in touch with us. Laiba, do you have anything else to add on or say? I know it has been very overwhelming and tiring for you to talk so much during this 1 hour, but if anything you would like to add on for students, please do.
Yeah, thank you, Sina, for having us. I hope that the webinar was really helpful. The response of the webinar was amazing. But yes, students, you have any questions, do reach out to UniED Ventures. We receive very professional, very academically strong students from UniED Ventures who are amazing to deal with, to talk to. We love meeting them in our entrance exams. And hopefully we will see you either in November or January.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Laiba. We just try to do our best to, give the best to our parents and students. They are our first priority, of course, because it's very important for them to understand and know why they should choose a particular university for their child. So again, lastly, I would just like to tell you all, please do not delay on applications. Please do not delay on the process. If you have made up your mind to keep University of Debrecen as an option for medicine or non-medicine program, kindly start the application. Get onboarded with UniED Ventures. We'll help you start the application, documentation, whatever is required, further with entrance exam preparation. So please do not delay it and start it ASAP. So that's all from our end. Thank you once again, everyone, for joining us. In case you have missed this webinar or you have joined late, you will find the recording of this webinar on our website. We will definitely share the link if you have registered on the registration detail QR code. If you have input your email ID, phone number, we will definitely send you the link of the recording of this webinar. So you can in detail get through the entire 1 hour recording that we have done the webinar today live. So of course, you can get in touch and block a one-to-one session as well with me, and I will try my best to give you the best of information that I can. And if you want to meet Miss Laiba also, again, definitely I can try and arrange your session with Miss Laiba once again, one-to-one. So do let us know. So I'm keeping the screen
Yes, this
open
is
for
only
next
for the
minute.
students who, the 30 students who have stayed with us till the end. This is something that you should know, that in case you have any other questions and you would like to get on a Q&A session with me, Sina can join like combine all of you guys in a cohort, and I can have another session with you guys to specifically answer your questions.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Laiba. Yes, of course, students are who have managed to stay with us for so long. Definitely, if they have any other further question, we will definitely have one more session with them. So yes, I'll keep my screen open for the next 2-3 minutes in case students are still taking the QR code to register on our channels or register the details or upcoming events. Please take a screenshot of the screen, or you can just quickly register. Thank you, Laiba, for your time. We'll not keep you on hold for more. So you can take rest, have a lovely evening ahead, and definitely
have a lovely holiday, everyone. Tomorrow is a holiday in UAE.
Yes, it is. It is. Tomorrow is a holiday in UAE. So
But
have a lovely
do
weekend.
use the holiday to start your applications, because that is a good time. You will have the time to get proper one-on-one sessions. So do not take it as a holiday. This is especially for the applicants.
Absolutely. And even we are working, we work even on the
Yes.
weekends because that is the time when the parents and students are available. So please send us your documents like Laiba said within 24 hours. We'll check your eligibility and let you know if you're eligible for medicine or any other program, which includes non-medicine, nursing, or any other program. And further, we will tell you the steps to go ahead with them. So please share it. You can share it either on my email address or my WhatsApp. I'll try my best to coordinate with Laiba and get the results, like get the eligibility check done within 24 hours and let you know. It's right now, students, please take the opportunity of this webinar. And if in case you want participation certificates as well, do let us know. Do email me and I will definitely help you with a participation certificate for University of Debrecen's webinar. Again, that's all from my end. Thank you once again, everyone. Thank you, Laiba. Have a good day ahead.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye. Have a lovely day. Bye.